Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we're going to finish up our coins of the 1971 mint year. And we already have done the penny, the nickel, and the dime. And now we're going to do the other three, the quarter, the half dollar, and the dollar. Why don't we start with the dollar, because that's kind of an interesting one. In 1971, the U.S. Mint did something they hadn't done since 1935. So 36 years previous was the last dollar coin that the U.S. Mint had made. And in 1971, they decided to come out with the Eisenhower Dollar. Not just an Eisenhower Dollar, but this huge dollar. And in fact, it was about the same size as the previous dollars that had been made in 1935, the so-called peace dollars. And here it is right here. And this, of course, is the Denver Mint version. And let's magnify that enough so you can see it. And we know it's in the 70s, and it's a U.S. Mint. We are going to have a Phil D probably half the time for some of these coins. It says Liberty at the top, President Eisenhower facing to the left, In God We Trust under his chin, and then way down here is the date. Now, if you go right down underneath his neck, they call this the truncation of his neck, I've learned. There's an F and a G there, and that's for Frank Gasparo. And you probably know Frank Gasparo already because he is the one that put the memorial on the Lincoln coin. So the FG there is the same as the, well, it's shaped different, but the FG there, that's a Frank Gasparo. He's also the Frank Gasparo who did the back of the Susan B. Anthony coins. The Denver Mint in 1971, they made two varieties, and they're really not much different. They're worth a similar amount of money. There's variety 1, which they made, between both varieties, they made 68.587 million. And the variety 1 has a different modifications on the accented crater lines on the back, and I'll show you that. All right, so they made 68 plus million. And there on the back it says United States of America, E Pluribus Unum. There's the eagle landing on the moon. This is the Apollo 11 symbol. Eagle landing on the moon with an olive branch for peace. And there's Frank Gasparo's initials right there. And there are 13 stars around the outside for the 13 colonies. On the back it says $1. The Philadelphia Mint coin, same exact thing, except guess what? No mint mark because it's from Philadelphia. We tip it up on its side and we see that this is just a huge copper nickel clad copper coin. We'll just do them backwards in order of value then. And the next one up, of course, is the Philadelphia 1971 Kennedy half. Now this is the first year, this is another first. So the Eisenhower was the first year it came out. The Kennedy half is the first year there was no silver in it. So in 1964, they had a 90% silver half. 1965 through 1970, a 40% silver half. And then in 1971, they came out with a copper nickel-clad copper half. And this is it. We look down here underneath the neck, and we see that there's a G and an R for Gilroy Roberts initials. And the 71, no mint mark. We see that on the Denver one, the mint mark is right here. At the Denver Mint in 1971, they made plenty of these, and so they're not going to be very they're not hard to get. Let me put it that way. 302 million at Denver and 155.6 million at Philadelphia. And there actually, I forgot to say about the Eisenhower coin, there is a silver dollar Eisenhower coin in 1971, and they made about 6.8 million of that. That is not a hugely valuable coin. The proof version is only worth about $15 book value, even though it has about $8 or $9 of silver in it. And the regular clad version for the S is worth about $20. MS65. So, so they have these two, and they also have an S for the Kennedy half, and they made 3.2 million of the Kennedy half. And then finally, there's the quarters, and these are this. This is just a spectacular set, which I was able to borrow. Look at the toning on that. It's just beautiful. You see down here on the truncation of the neck for Washington is a J and an F for John Flanagan. We tip it up on the side and we see this is a copper nickel clad copper also. Here's another beauty, this Denver Mint one. At the Denver Mint in 1971 they made 258 million. At the San Francisco Mint they made 110 million. And this coin here is probably worth $12 to $15 in MS65, and this is pretty darn close. This one here, this D, is worth $6 to $8 in MS65. And then we have the S, and there's a lot of film on it, but it's still in really good shape. But the San Francisco Mint clad coin, they made 3.2 million. The book value on this is only $2 to $3 and a proof 65. What's on the back of them? Well, of course, these coins are going to be very nice looking on the back too. But you'll see that this is the Philadelphia Mint coin. They just didn't do good pressings. Even though this is a beautiful coin, it's the pressing is not spectacular on the back. You can't see the feathers going down the leg. Still a $20 coin. The Denver Mint coin, same thing. They were using old dies, I believe. So you get this really nice around here, and then in the parts you look for the value. Nice little feather coming off the back of the head. And then finally the San Francisco Mint is here.